All right, we rolling. What's good, YouTube? What it do, man? It's your boy Shy, back with my man Joe Buckets, and today is episode 3, right?
Yeah.
Episode 3, and today we got a request, man. It was actually a really good request. I also want to do shout out him on the channel right quick. I think it was Basketball Kid, my boy Jay. He said he wanted me to talk about, Siri. Talk about how to study the game, IQ, moving without the ball, screens, defense, communication on the court, a lot of that. A lot of these little dudes don't know nothing. They just want to pull from curry range. They don't have the mentality of putting in the work 24/7, even after hours. You feel me? Can you please go into depth with that? So what we did today is JD, or Joe Buckets, he recorded a video relocating without the ball, showing a lot of things you can do off ball and to get the ball back if you're a scorer without essentially being the ball handler, right? I mean, a ball hauler. So
yeah, essentially it was basically it was drive, kick, and then relocate. Like I explained in my video, a lot of AAU, like a lot of high school kids, you know. Even if you look at the highlights, you look at guys like Julian Newman, who's a great ball handler, but it's all one-on-one.
It's awful to watch too.
And yeah, it's hard to watch. You could tell that the kid got talent, but it's more of a show. It's not real basketball.
Yeah, when it's time for real basketball, I feel like he ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Right, you know, and it's kids that watch that and look up to that, and they'll emulate that. So my biggest thing is trying to get kids to understand, like, if you're a scorer, if you pass the ball, you will get it back.
Yeah,
I promise. You pass the ball, you'll get it back. So the drill we did, you know, it was drive. You drive all the defenders. So once you drive, you know, you're looking to attack, being aggressive, eyes on the basket, getting 2 feet into the lane. You kick it out to the open man, relocate in the corner, you get it back. Defense is in the scramble, defense is on long closeouts. On the catch, on the long closeout, now you got options. You could rip through, get to the basket. It could be a catch and shoot if the defender's late. It could be a catch, it could be a one dribble pull up, it could be a catch, rip, and a floater. So, you know, just I want to show kids that it's cool to play real basketball.
Yeah, you can have all the stuff Julian Newman had, the shot, the handle, the flashiness, but
he's definitely
there's a time and place for that, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, once you cooking in a game or something, or you high, I feel like you can show that.
Yeah.
You don't have to be how they making him out to be. Like, I think he actually a good hooper, but those videos is ruining his no college coach is gonna take that serious. I don't care what nobody says. No college coach gonna take that serious. As far as you out there by the half court line doing 360 dribble moves, that never was a thing for me. I never did that. Personally, that never gets you looks, so don't ever think you need to. These basketball people on YouTube, they like to post that because it's for views.
Yeah, it's entertaining, but don't nobody want to tell y'all when you get to college, none of that shit works.
None of it.
And your coach not happy.
None of it. He's like what, 5'6", 5'7"?
Yeah.
The average point guard in college is like 6'4". They gonna clamp that shit. There's no way you gonna be out. There's only a few good little dudes who made it from college. Isaiah Thomas, K. Felder, you can go on about that. Tyler Yu was a little shifty, small dudes, but they wasn't out there just playing around. They did they move and went.
And being that small, you know, we could segue that into mental toughness.
Yeah, it is mental, yeah.
The guys that you just named, you know, they all have similar qualities, similar characteristics. So Tyler Eulis, K. Felder, I could even go, I hate to always name drop my brother, but I go Fred. Who else? That's a small guard. I could go Frank Mason from Kansas.
Yeah, he had a good year too when he was in Kansas.
He played well at Sacramento as well. All of those guys are super tough. They're the meanest players on the team. And they gotta be that way because, you know, they at a disadvantage. They had a height disadvantage. They had an eye test disadvantage. Eye test meaning when these scouts, or even us as fans, when we look at certain players,
you look them off.
We already judging. We like, oh, he look like he trash, or oh, he's short. He ain't good.
That's normally the people you think that look trash to get in the game. They be busting your ass.
Just think about how good you gotta be to make the NBA at 5'9". Just think about the shit you had to put up with and go through. Think about how many people told you you was too small. as good as you is, you'll never make it because you too short, you too little. That's where that mental toughness come in. Isaiah Thomas said it best. He said that regardless of what anybody said, he knew he was gonna make the NBA because he outworked everybody. He literally worked out every single day. When he got to Washington, nobody could guard him. And shit, even now, you know, before the hip injury, it was nobody that could guard. He averaged 30. He averaged 30 points a game as the number one option for the Celtics on the playoff team at 5'9".
Yeah. Now they treating him bad though.
Yeah, now they treating him bad because I mean, you know, it's other stuff that go into that, but the facts is the facts. Like
he was there. Yeah.
When he was healthy,
he was probably one of the most not the most unstoppable, of course, because that's LeBron in no way, shape, or form. But he was one of the most annoying people you had to guard because he was gonna make a tough shots. He was gonna break it. He was doing so much and he was so small, and it would just probably piss a defender off.
All right.
And another thing about being mentally tough, if you're in high school right now, you're struggling to make the high school team, I hope these videos like we're making right now help you. If you're already on the team and you need to fix your attitude, you're trying to figure out how you can become mentally tougher, you definitely need to pay attention to what we're finna talk about, because when you get to college, bro, that high school, you argue with your coach and you get back, that don't work in college, bro. You get to college, when you're getting recruited, everything is fine and dandy, but when you're recruited and you're locked into them schools, them coaches really can show how they are. You get what I'm saying?
And then, you got to start all the way over.
Yeah.
So a lot of kids, I know just from my city in Rockford, a lot of kids get babied here.
Yeah.
You know, because it's rough. It's rough here in this city. A lot of kids don't make it. You know, it's violence, poverty. You know, that same old sob story. But you know, these coaches, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them, they coddle these kids. They coddle them. They don't put a foot in their butt to make sure that they on the right path when they effing up. So when they do get to college, you know, you see them getting kicked off the team, or they quit,
or they back at home.
Then they come back home because they couldn't handle that. They couldn't handle that criticism. They couldn't handle getting yelled at. They can't handle being told what to do. Oh, you got curfew by this time. You can't be late to practice. You gotta make every class. You know, it starts early. So what my biggest thing is, you know, that's a part of mental toughness too. Like, are you able to sacrifice your insecurities, your pride? Are you able to sacrifice that for the betterment of the team, which in turn will be the betterment of yourself? Like, for example, when I was in college, I seen so many great talents.
Yeah, you see that all the time.
So many great talents just not make it.
Float away.
Just because, you know, they wanted to party, or, you know, they wanted to
be the man of the hour.
Yeah, be the man of the hour. They wanted to do everything that didn't have anything to do with the task at hand.
I gotta speak on that because I was like that in high school. My junior year, I was really good, and I was cocky, and I was really cocky. And my high school coach, at the end of the year, he basically, I was still on the team, but I couldn't play no games. I couldn't go to the game with the teams, and that hurt, my nigga. I couldn't play the playoffs. I couldn't go, you know, when we played playoffs, I couldn't go to regionals.
Yeah.
And I couldn't play for like the last 4 home games.
Dang.
So that's because I used to argue with my coach. I never thought he was telling me the truth, but he was telling me the truth the whole entire time.
Right.
So he did that, and that kind of, he said that made me mentally tough because it made me not want to do that stuff no more.
All right.
And I came back that course that summer and played. And my high school coach was probably still one of my best friends to this day. We don't probably talk all the time, but if we talk, it's like we never missed a beat.
Love, love.
But definitely when I got to college, it definitely was different. 6 a.m. workout, 7 a.m. lift sessions, 8 o'clock I had class. So in class, I'll be falling asleep.
Yeah.
I get out of class, I got an individual workout at 11 to 12. Then I got 1 hour in my room by myself. Then I got class at 2 o'clock. And then before you know it, you back in practice from 5 to 8. Then you got to go to study hall.
Yeah.
At the study hall, you go back to your room. And then what you don't finish the study hall, you got to do in your room. Yeah. So you never essentially get sleep. So in college, it's so good to be mentally ready for that because it is a grind, bro. It's not easy. Like, you think just because you see these top players playing on TV every day that they don't go through nothing. Man, them dudes probably go through hell with Duke and Kentucky and what else? Kansas, like them kids go through hell, but you only see the finished product, and that's because the coach molded them into being mentally tough. So,
and that's what everything. Like a lot of people, they want the flashy stuff. They want what these players got, but they don't want to put in the work that the players put in. Everybody want to make it to the NBA, but only I'll say about 1% of those people
do everything
actually put the work in to make it to the NBA.
Like your brother. Shoot, for instance, your brother, he was a star in Rockford. Now, it was so many stars in Rockford. That didn't make it. Fred was a star in Rockford, and he did everything right. Like, you never seen Fred at no party. You never seen Fred doing this. You never see him doing none of that. Because all he was worried about was who they was playing on Friday and how much he was gonna drop. And that's why that carried on. He went downstate. I think they took third, right? They took third in state that year. Then he went to Wichita State his freshman year, went to the Final Four or
second year, Final Four. Second year, undefeated.
Undefeated, 32-0, going into the NCAA March Madness.
His junior, senior year, both went. They went to the Sweet 16 both times.
Sweet 16 both times for Wichita State, bro. Think about that. Nobody could think about that team. I ain't never, like, in my years watching the tournament, never seen them.
Yeah. So he got there.
Yeah, so he got there, yeah. And then people say, okay, that was just college. And then he went to the NBA. He's finalist for the top 3 Sixth Man of the Year award between Eric Gordon, him, and Lou Williams, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And he just signed.
And he just signed an extension for 18 mil, right?
Yep. 18. As an undrafted now.
He went undrafted.
You gotta put it into context, man. This dude heard his whole life that he was too small. That because of the city he was from, he wouldn't make it. So he was counted out from the beginning. Even at Wichita, people questioning why he chose to go to Wichita State. And people said that he wasn't good enough to even play there. At the time, Wichita wasn't even known to be a basketball school.
It was nowhere near ranked. They was trash. Really,
yeah,
nobody
they was going to the NIT. NIT is like the losers version of the national tournament.
Yeah.
So Fred's persevered through all of the BS, man. And he proved everybody wrong. So now, how our city is. Everybody say that Rockford a hating city, but now everybody's showing love. If you hate now,
that was just proving that you got a personal problem.
Yeah, it's personal. Yeah.
And one thing though, we not just going. I don't want to sit here and act like we just talking about Fred because we know him and this is his brother. No, this is that's just a great example for us to lead off on, and someone we know. You know what I'm saying? That proved it. That proved everything we talked about. He proved it in his.
It's one thing that he told me that was super profound, and he was just saying how when we was kids, like my dad forced us to train. He forced us to work out. He didn't let us go out with our friends. A lot of our friends ended up, having kids early or getting into trouble. Some got murdered. Some are in jail. And my dad would always say, like, the reason I don't let y'all do all of this, y'all don't understand now, but watch how they turn out. When when you become young adults, you'll understand why I did what I did. And everything he said came true. And Fred said something crazy to me. He was like, it was crazy. All the, the people that we thought was super cool doing all that, they best years of their entire life was in high school.
High school, yeah. And ours just started. And let's go for YouTube too. Like when I first started, people always told me, "Oh, you doing it for no reason. You're not gonna go nowhere." I started this YouTube channel a year ago when I came home from playing basketball, and most of my people know this. I had nothing else to do. I wanted to be a YouTuber. I started liking. I wanted to be one. I thought I could be one. Essentially, I'm proving it right now. I can. I started at 0 subscribers. I was uploading videos. It wasn't getting no views. And people were just telling me, man, you doing that for no reason. Right. And not even a year later, I'm at 19,000. So it's like, you never can just listen to people, bro. You just gotta go do it yourself and get it on your own, man. Yeah. As simple as that.
You gotta go get it on your own, man. And speaking of mental toughness, bro, you made 9 of 20 from 3.
On the last video.
I'm pretty sure if y'all haven't seen it, go check that out. I put them through a little basic shooting workout. My man went 9 for 20. It's under 50% with no defense. So
oh man,
we're gonna see how mentally tough our boy Shy is, and we're gonna have another go at it. You ready, man?
Yeah. All right, man. Shoot. So who the real shooter is? All right, so basically, he said I got to make more than. I went 9 for 20 last week. Yeah, he got to put them NBA balls up, bro. I can't shoot with no NBA ball. No wonder why LeBron be shooting like that from the free throw line. But we finna do this. I got to make more than 9 shots. That's the goal. Today is about being mentally tough. Last week, y'all didn't really get to see what he really worked me out with because we really ain't got it's only me and him in this big old gym by ourselves. There's no third person. Huh?
It feels so different.
Why?
It just feels a lot smaller. The evolution.
Woo, that feel amazing. This ball right here, these balls right here, they're amazing.
I'm an NBA. I use the official NBA ball, man. I'm used to it now. That's my favorite basketball.
Wilson Evolution Baden. That's all I ever use, bro.
I still get buckets with this though. So don't get it twisted. It don't matter. I shoot the beach ball. It don't matter.
So it's only me and him in the gym right now. So like it's hard for us to show go through real workouts while recording because we really don't have nothing to say. Like, bro, literally, we're using trash cans to sit stuff up with. So we really ain't got nothing to show us if we really worked out hard, like right here, me and him one-on-one working out. So we working on getting someone in here to be like a cameraman or a camera guy, or we buying tripods or something like that. We're gonna figure it out. So it's gonna get better and better every episode. That's the plan, is to teach you more and for you to learn more every episode. It's never to. If you come here and you leave this video and you still feel the same way before you watch the video, then I'm doing my job wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not showing you or teaching you the right things to do. And that goes for JD as well on his channel. When he shows you how to do certain things in games to help and better your game, if you don't feel like it bettered your game, he doing his job wrong. You get what I'm saying? So y'all gotta let us know in the comment section on how y'all feel and what y'all want to see that's different. You get what I'm saying? But I'm done stalling, bro, because now I gotta hit more than 9 shots. You hear? I gotta hit more than 9 shots. So I gotta get right into this, man. was that? What was it? 12 for 25?
Yep.
12 for 25. 9 for 25 last time, 12 for 25 this time. Spam L in the comment section because I'm shooting like Tim Duncan. On the next one, man, tell us what y'all want to see. We're going to do an episode dedicated to the supporters. So, first of all, this is how the episodes work. I drop what I want to drop depending on what y'all say. JD gets a thing of what y'all want to know and what y'all want to learn more about. We can drop on his channel. So make sure it's important for y'all to be active and comment what y'all want to see next. Let's get 150 likes on this video. Make sure you go subscribe to Joe Buckets. Subscribe to me. Smash the like button on this video. And with that, we out. Wait, I'm about to get some jelly. Hold on. Like, give me some jelly. I don't know how to do it. I know that's what the mindset is, right?
Went up, weird.
Yeah, but nowadays I really miss my fucking idols. So that's the title. I grab a Bible, pray for my rivals. Dead on arrival. I swear this shit to me like a cycle. Bodies and piles, blood rivers resemble.